So, no time for Starbucks this morning?
No, I was running around like crazy this morning.
Oh, hi, I'm Doug.
Oh, hey, I'm Kelly. Nice to meet you. Have you been coming to K2 long?
Nope, first time actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
How about you?
Let's see. I think it's been 4 years. Yeah, 4 years in March.
Wow.
I've been here since the beginning, so a little bit longer than the two of you, so I was actually part of the original 45, so I moved here first before Dave Nelson, so.
Wow. Good for you. So.
Well, so you said you were crazy this morning.
Yeah, my neighbor had an emergency, and so I ended up watching her kids for her, and that had me running late.
Well, I hope she's okay.
Yeah, it turned out to be nothing serious, but it was kind of scary. Her father was having chest pains.
One time, I performed open heart surgery with nothing but a plastic knife and some dental floss, so. We were in the back of a van, there was no anesthesia, so.
So, Doug, what kind of work do you do?
So, unemployed, actually. Yeah, I used to be in construction, but the economy and yeah.
Sorry to hear that. What kind of construction was it?
Home remodels mainly.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I remodeled a historic 1920s brownstone all with my bare hands, so. I did it in under a month, and I sold it to Elton John, so. Now I'm like a world-famous contractor, and everyone wants to hire me. So. I built the red and the white warehouses, and all the Salt Lake Community College campuses, so.
Yeah. So what is it that you do, Kelly?
Oh, I'm a location scout for a production company.
Well, that must be great. I mean, you must get to go to some amazing places.
Yeah, you would think so, wouldn't you? You know, I mostly scout within the U.S., but I do get to see a lot of the parts of the states that I never knew existed. And it's really amazing. You can actually make Nebraska look like a Jerusalem.
Really?
Yeah.
Jerusalem?
Yeah, I guess Jesus isn't the only one to be able to perform miracles, huh?
I know Jesus Christ personally, so. He descends from heaven to my house every Tuesday, and we work out at the gym together, so. He says I'm the best gym buddy he ever had, so. Instead of wearing Air Jordans, he just walks on air, so. I made air. I invented it, so every time you breathe, you owe me 10 cents. 20 cents. 30 cents. 40 cents.
Okay, so, Doug,
50 cents.
Have you been living in Salt Lake long?
Just a few months. Moved here for family.
Oh, cool. You have family here.
Yeah, 2 sisters, 1 brother.
I have 5 sisters and 10 brothers, so our family's just a little bigger than your family. So.
Yeah, well, anyway, they have kids, and I thought it would be good to be involved in the lives of my nieces and nephews.
Each of them were married 3 times and have 10 kids each, so.
Okay, well, it must be great having nieces and nephews.
Yeah, they're great. They are great. I mean, I love kids anyway, and I mean, I hope I'll have some of my own one day.
Yeah. Well, if you're interested, we have a kids program here. It's called Adventure Canyon. They're always looking for new people to just love on the kids. I help out there once a month. It's pretty fun.
I run all of Adventure Canyon, so. I work with the elementary and the large groups, so I write all the messages and pick out all the worship music. So. I actually invented worship, so God liked it, so now it's like a thing. So.
Yeah, I mean, that's ridiculous.
And I'm the coffee captain and the security captain, the traffic captain. So.
Penelope, how could you possibly do all of that on a Sunday morning?
I cloned myself last year, so. There's like 20 of me, so like right now I'm here, but I'm also over in the Middle East, signing a peace treaty, fighting world hunger. So. I won 6 Nobel Peace Prizes, so right now I'm developing the Mike Rhett earring line to sell on QVC, so.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. I mean, you didn't clone yourself, and I'm pretty sure they don't allow you to captain anything around here except maybe the Nut Squad.
Yeah, hey Penelope, what about this? It was me who gave Dave the idea for K2. Yeah, I mentored him and I gave him $1 million to start it out with. And what else? Let's see. Oh yeah, Elton John called and he didn't want your brownstone after I remodeled the one next door and I sold it to Bono for twice the asking price. And then, oh, in my spare time, I invented all of modern medicine. And what else? Oh yeah, I came up with the idea of the spork. And God said he loved the idea so much of only needing one utensil to eat his meat pie. And I'm so smart and everyone wants to be me. So what do you think about that, Penelope? So
I was married to Bono, so we had like 50 kids together, so. And I blew up your brownstone with my proton laser, so. And one night over steak dinner, I gave God the idea of the resurrection, and he liked it.
Okay, I think we're definitely going to need to get security involved here. Security? I can't see. Is there any security?
Unsecurity. What seems to be the problem here, folks?
Okay.
I'm going to head into the service. Do you want to come?
Yeah, I'll join you. Hey, and Penelope, I'm sure you'll need your own room with your 50 kids.
100 kids,
Yeah.
2 dogs, a cat, a gerbil, a bird. So. And everyone wants me to run for president because I'm a woman and Sarah Palin's my mom. So. There's my private jet plane right now, so I'm headed to the lost city of Atlantis where I'm Queen Penelope. So. I hope you enjoyed Dave Nelson's message, so I wrote it. So. But give him a big hand because he's very sensitive and it makes him feel better about himself. So.
Is hardly ever a really good thing. Last week, many of you know Mark Haug. How many of you guys know Mark? He's been here from the beginning. Mark's a fantastic chef, and last week he was teaching Brady and I, he was teaching us how to do some of his French cooking with all of his sauces and all that kind of stuff, and everything had to be just perfect, because if you don't do it just right, what happens to the sauce? Yeah, it separates, and when, like my sauce separated. But then you take the whisk and you whip it all back together, and you get it back together because separation isn't good. How many of you have had your coffee this morning? Okay, all right, that's the morning crowd, exactly. I get up really early on Sundays, and so that was like the first thing for me. I get up, that morning coffee, just a little bit of cream, right? And the coffee, and it comes up. It was really good this morning. French press, gotta grind your beans. But how many of you have ever started off your morning, because you're half-baked anyway, you can't even hardly get it together, and you pour your cream in your coffee, and it curdles? It's the worst thing that can happen in the morning, to have the cream separate itself from the coffee. It's awful. When it's sour, and it's not supposed to be in there, and it causes that separation, it's horrible. You guys, separation is something that God... it just breaks the heart of God. And I think it's because it breaks our hearts. We see separation all the time. You know, as many of you know, I'm a major sports fan. When somebody on your team ends up being all about themselves and they won't play with the team, it's just bad. It's just bad. You hear this in music all the time too. Bands will break up because one person no longer wants to be a part of the band. They want to kind of do their own thing, and eventually the conflict happens and they separate. Companies separate. Churches are really good at this. Churches separate. You know, you have the fifth that type of church and the sixth, because we just can't seem to get together and to get our world together. Countries separate. Marriages separate. Families separate. And you guys, God longs in his heart for us to actually be together, for us to be unified, for things to be one with each other. Because when they are, it's a beautiful thing. It's an awesome thing to watch a sports team work together to hear a symphony where nobody's thinking about themselves, but they're about the greater good. To see a marriage where two people are thinking about the other person instead of themselves. To see a church where your whole motivation in the church is not for you, but for something greater. And that's what we want to talk about today.